Yo, Bo, oh my goodness, this must be some sort of record for me, right? 3 days in a row here with YouTube vlogs, right? But I know I did the vlogging yesterday with my buddy Mark M, and then again uh, a big shout out to Mark M. A great time yesterday. Obviously, we went to Booth's Corner first and looked around there and saw what we saw. Right, the different places there really is a cool place. They have a lot of different, um, little mini shops within it. A lot of nostalgia, as you saw. A lot of just you can get lost in there. You really can. You could spend basically all day if you really wanted to. There's plenty of places to eat as well, which I really didn't show. But there's a whole back section. One of the whole sections of the place is nothing but food areas. I mean, they have all sorts of stuff. The Pennsylvania Dutch, food options are there too. There's a really good pizza place there, which we usually eat at. But yesterday we did want to get over to Red Robin, yum, right, and eat there. So we did that instead. But usually, when we go to Boo's Corner, we do eat at that pizza place. All sorts of little places tucked away in there. They have like a snack place. They have a candy place. Oh yeah, some of that looked kind of tempting, but I had to like quickly move away from there. But there was a lot of good. There's a lot of good stuff there, and like I said, I get there maybe just a couple times a year. It's not terribly far from here, but it's a little bit of a hike. It takes a little time to get there. So usually, if I go, it's usually with Mark. Two of us just let's get over to Boost Corner. So never did vlog from there before, so wanted to do that yesterday. So that was a lot of fun. Red Robin was good. I was really literally wedged into that. I've never seen a booth like that before. As soon as I sat down, I said, "Oh, this could be a problem." Um, but had a good meal, as you saw, and it was all good there. They have my favorite chicken sandwich there, and that's what I had yesterday. Which I think it's called the Buzz sandwich or something like that. It has let me see if I can remember. It has the Buzz sauce, which is like a special sauce. It has the obviously the chicken breast. It has um, fresh jalapeno. It has tomato. I think lettuce, if I remember. And it's just that the sauce is really good. And as in any chicken sandwich, the two things that are important is you have to have fresh chicken. It has to be fresh, and also the sauce has to just hit. It has to hit. And I think that I got that sandwich last year, ironically enough, with Mark M at a Red Robin uh, on our way back from the Jersey Shore. I believe it was last year, and it just hit the spot. It really did. And I think I've since had it a couple times, including yesterday, and each time it's just been terrific. And there are other sandwiches that I really like. I know. Oh goodness, what is it? There's so many places. It's hard to remember which one was which. Uh, I like the Diablo chicken sandwich, the hot chicken sandwich from KFC. That was a pretty good one. Wendy's has one, which is like a ghost pepper onion one, I believe. It has like spicy onions on there, and the ghost pepper sauce or whatever. That's really good. I like the blackened chicken sandwich from Popeyes. Um, and I know like Popeyes did the sandwich, the chicken sandwich everyone went crazy about a few years ago. Them and also obviously Chick Fil A. But that blackened chicken one was, oh boy, that was a tasty item. And I've only had it once so far. I had it when I was visiting Slim in Maryland, and that was just a really good sandwich. But I have to say my favorite still of all the chicken sandwiches of all, and chicken sandwich is probably one of my favorite kind of go-tos now. But I think my favorite still is the one I had at Red Robin. Just that Buzz sandwich, with a little heat on it. It's just, to me, the best. Obviously, there's areas that have chickens I can't get to. Maybe some places out on the West Coast or the Midwest or what have you. Obviously, I'm in the Northeast. Now, I haven't tried them every single place. There might be other kind of out of the way places. People might recommend stuff in the comments and whatnot, and that's fine. But for me so far, it's got to be that Buzz one from Red Robin. It's still to me the top one that I've had. But anyhow, we did all that. We went over to Dick's Sporting Goods. We went to Rally House. We were going to do there's a place called Ollie's, which has a lot of stuff at discount prices. There's only one Ollie's that I know of, and that's kind of on our way back. But we did. It was, it was hot. The Mini Cooper doesn't have working air condition. So I'm like, yeah, let's just call it a day. We were both kind of tired anyhow. So we didn't make it to Ollie's. We didn't make it to Boscov's. We didn't do a couple other things that we thought maybe we would. But even with that, it was still a great time. And it's always fun to do stuff with a good friend. It's just, I've known Mark for many years. And, we'll have little outings like that from time to time. And it's always fun. It's always a good time. And so that was yesterday. And today it's raining. And in fact, actually yesterday I got caught in it. It worked out that we didn't go to those other places because after I dropped Mark at his place, I headed home, but I actually made a little pit stop to Wawa because I wanted to pick up a couple Mountain Dews, the Baja Blast, while they were still available in bottle form, right? So because it's only probably for the summer, and then it would just be a Taco Bell only. So coming out of there, it started pouring. It just opened up. It's just pouring rain. I got caught in it. Thankfully, I was close to home. Got home. I mean, it was lightning and thunder. It was a mess. It was a mess out there yesterday, late afternoon into the evening, and then again today. On and off rain. It's been kind of a yucky day out there. I thought maybe I would get groceries today, but I think I'll just do that after work tomorrow because tomorrow's going to be a little better weather-wise. And so I'm just kind of here for the day. And I did pick up a couple things from Boost Corner. I thought, I'd share that. I didn't share it yesterday, obviously, but I did get a couple things. So I thought I'd share that and, do another vlog because why not? It's a Sunday. Die Hard's on TV, but aside from that, there's really nothing else going on. The Phillies are losing to the Marlins again. So, there's not much else going on right now. So I thought, let's do another vlog. Let's do another segment for the in the Life series. And so let's see what I picked up at Boost Corner. So it's in this black bag. Picked up 2 items there. So let's see. Let's see if I can take this off, actually. Let's see. This might be permanently on there. We'll see. It's a little price sticker. Yeah, I think that might be. It's kind of hard to take off. Sometimes, if something's been sitting on something for a while. Now it's starting to come off, I think. It's one of those price stickers that, has different sections. So it's like one section peels off easy and then the other's like, no, I'm going to stay on here. We'll get to the bottom of this. Come on. Yeah, man. You can do it. Man, there's like one little piece left and it's like, I'm staying on here. No, you're not. There. There's like a million pieces of these little price stickers now. Okay, and I think the other one has one too. Yeah, the other one's right on the graphic too. So let's get this guy off of there. This one's more of one of those circle sticker price stickers, so hopefully this one's more cooperative. Man, I don't have nails because I do chew them. So I currently have short fingernails. It's a nasty habit. Don't get into that. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so the price stickers are off of these. And one of them you did see yesterday, and I apologize for that section of the video that was sideways when I was showing the figures at that one spot. Every now and then when I film, and most of the times I catch it, if it's something like that where I'm doing like a daily vlog, and I'm going to different places doing different things, and then what I do is I use iMovie, which is right on the phone, and I edit it there. And every now and then I'll catch it if there's like a section for whatever reason that's sideways. Like the video it ends up being a sideways video, which is very weird because I'm holding the camera regular. And so I'll edit and I'll flip so it's correctly right ways as you're seeing me right now, hopefully. Unless you're doing some sort of yoga or something on a mat and you're the TV and you're just so most of them I catch and I'm just edit it right before I go in my images file on the phone before I put them onto iMovie, and I missed that one. And I felt bad because I already put everything together and I already deleted the original off the phone so that it saves a little space, so I couldn't go back in there and fix that one spot of it. But it is what it is. I was just showing figures anyhow, so I mean, it is what it is. But so you saw this one, and I was able to find something else. So let's go with the one that you probably already know, which was in the figure section of that one store. So we got the Hulk here, and I'm a fan of the Hulk. Yes, he's my favorite Marvel character. Of course, Mighty Mouse is my favorite, but the Hulk is right up there too. I have a wolf character, who is very Hulk-like, but always been a fan of the Hulk, going back to the old TV series with Lou Ferrigno. I've met Lou at conventions. I've said this in past videos years ago when I used to go to the Wizard World Comic Convention in Philly every year with a buddy of mine from work. Yep, we lose 7-3. I don't have a huge collection of Hulk items, but I have a few things. And one of the things I'd like to do, I have a china cabinet upstairs in the dining room, and it has like little it has like the windows. So it almost looks like little sections, and I want to do one which just has like Hulk items. And I want to do one which is all the, some saw puppet items that I have. I have some of them already in the china cabinet. So I want to add a few Hulk items to put in there, and just kind of put them together and, do that. So I was able to find this guy for about $8. Very cool. Little box is cool too. I know Snacks is like, take it out of the box. I probably will, but I like the graphic on the box too, which is cool. And there he is, kind of mean mugging you right there. So, yeah. When Bruce Banner gets angry, there's no way to stop the unleashing of the Hulk. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. This is from 2016, from Hasbro. So very cool. Little Hulk figure here. And then I saw this one. This was in another shop, which was on the lower level of the place, and they had a bunch of. I did film there too. All the die-cast cars I was showing. I got kind of drooly about the Chevelle SS. said, "Oh, there's my baby." Of course, it was a convertible. I want a hardtop, but that will never happen. But if I had a couple dream cars, like if I had, like, was able to, be granted, a wish of you know a couple vehicles, it would be the Chevelle SS, the early '70s version. You see it in a lot of movies. Dom's driven it, and the back the goodness, the Fast and Furious franchise. You've seen it in other movies. I think The Rock drove it in one movie. It's all over, and it's always been one of my favorite muscle cars from back in the from that era, from the '70s. And the other, of course, would be Ecto One, the original Ecto One, Ghostbusters. That's still my all-time favorite movie vehicle. It will always be. And those two would definitely be. Uh, if I had a wish list for the driveway, it would be those two. Of course, it would never happen. I would never be able to upkeep those vehicles. I'm not a gearhead. Those are gearhead vehicles, right? The muscle cars, you have to be a gearhead really to own one. So that's not going to be me. But I love the look of it, and that would be definite. That's my favorite muscle car from that time, and then the Ecto One is my favorite movie and entertainment vehicle. So again, pipe dreams never happen, but but anyhow, that was a very cool little shop, because they had so many different die casts and different stuff, big and small. And he actually said he had an Ecto in there, which sold about a week or so ago, or whatever it was. He said, very nice guy. And I saw this as part of the one section where they had the smaller, like little smaller vehicles, and it was the Hulk. So of course we had to get that one, the Hummer, the Hulk Hummer. So that's pretty cool, and that will go into the little section in the china cabinet with the figure. And I have a couple other things. I actually have a Hulk bobblehead Phillies figure, and the Phillies logo is like on the base of the figure. I think I actually videoed when I got that from someone that both Mark and I know, who sells bobbleheads and tchotchkes and stuff like that, at a Phillies game some years ago. That actually, in fact, that was the infamous donut burger. When Mark did not bring the donut burger up, it was that game. It was that moment. But that's when I got that Hulk bobblehead Phillies figurine. And I have a couple other little tchotchkes, so that all might go in one section in the china cabinet at some point, just to have a little, something together. That was it. Those were my pickups. I think the Hulk Hummer was like $10, and the figure was $8, so $18. Not bad. But a fun day. Definitely. A lot. We saw a lot of things. There's always a lot to see there at Boost Corner, and there's always a lot to do. So, good time had, and those were the Hulk pickups, I guess, if you will, from Boost Corner yesterday. So another thing I do want to talk about here quickly is I would like to expand a bit. I did talk about a few videos back, about wanting to do if I can, a weekly. It might be a bi-weekly, we'll see. Vlog from like Ross and Burlington. There are TJ Maxx, there are Marshalls. I think I would like to do it at Ross and Burlington, because TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and I might fit those in from time to time. But they usually, if they have anything, it's usually like just they just get like the home team stuff. Like Ross and Burlington, you might get a little variety of different teams and stuff. It's attire, like hats and shirts and sometimes jerseys. So I think it would be kind of, you might have a little more variety in those stores to kind of film and to kind of show. Well, like I said, I'll do TJ Maxx from time to time. Maybe Marshalls too. There are at least that I can think of 4 different Rosses that I can get to that's in driving range. And there might be more. I mean, if I GPSed it, like searched out different Rosses and went here and there, there's probably more. But I'll say for me, within decent driving range, there's about 2 Burlingtons that I know for sure are in driving range. And so, these are things that I can get to pretty pretty readily, I should say, readily. And I think that's probably what I'll stick with. I might every now and then. There's a Burlington at the Philly. It used to be the Franklin Mills Mall. Now it's the Philly Mills Mall. And I do agree with the Philly captain. It should have always stayed the Franklin Mills Mall as the name. But there's a Burlington in there. And there's a Marshalls in there too. In fact, Marshalls sometimes does get other teams too. So maybe Marshalls could be an option too. I know TJ Maxx usually kind of strictly sticks to the Philly teams for the sports apparel. And that's fine. Obviously, we're in the Philly area. This is what I wear most of the time and, whatnot. So, but I thought, obviously, for the outside viewers, to show, here's different teams. Here's kind of what we get at my local places like that, like a Ross, like a Burlington, maybe a Marshalls. And I'll still call it Franklin. Franklin Mills is a bit of a hike from here. So if I ever do go there, I might vlog there. I might go to Burlington. I think I did before. And as we know, those places are very hit or miss. I know that there are people who are just that's what they do. They have it down to a science of when these places are getting the stock in, when they're going to go. And I'm not talking about the vloggers, right? You have a lot of people here on YouTube that vlog. At these, that's all their channel is my, this trip to Burlington, this trip to Ross, this trip to Marshalls, TJ Maxx, whatever. That's all the channel is. So they also have it down to a science of when, these places get this and this and this, and they go right away. And some of them also, that's their job. That's what they do. They do their vlogs on YouTube and they resell. They sell stuff on eBay and whatnot, and that's how they make their funds, right? That's how they live, basically. So obviously I can't do that because I do have my job, my regular, Monday to Friday job. So I couldn't get to these places at certain times during the week, but I could do it in the evening. I can go during the evening someday, whatever. But also in saying that, there's a lot of people who go to these places and they know when the stock comes out and they grab the stuff. So, and they're not vloggers. They're just people who buy and flip and sell, on eBay or whatever. So sometimes I might not always catch the most, right? Because I'm not doing that. I'm not going at like 2 in the afternoon on a Tuesday or something because I can't, So I might miss on some stuff, but I'm going to show you what I can. What is there. I'm not going to say there won't be anything there because there is. I mean, I've been there enough times to know that it is, even though it's very hit or miss, you can sometimes find some really cool stuff. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to do it. I've watched a lot of vlogs, and it always looks like a fun thing to do. I understand about the music and the copyright, stuff. I wish that YouTube was a little more lenient on that. I mean, I get it. I mean, it's you're hearing a song for free, basically. It's free pub for the, and I get it. The industries, they want to make their money. But at the same time, one of the great things about YouTube, one of the great things about vlogging is the spontaneity of it. is the instant reactions to stuff, right? Like like yesterday, so the stuff I was doing, it's all instant reaction, right? And that's the fun part about it. That's why, that's why people vlog. That's why you do it, because you kind of want to show what's out there. If you're someone that, like myself, that, okay, well, this is what these stores have, and, what have you. And it's like you don't want to be limited. You don't want to do it and have to voice it over afterwards, although a lot of people do. A lot of channels, that's what they do. There are people who have um, YouTube channels, and all it is them at different stores showing everything, and you can kind of tell they're voicing it over afterwards. They're like, oh yeah, and over here there was this. I think even Hustler Hacks does it, if I'm not mistaken, and that's because of the music. That's because of the copyright claiming, and I kind of don't want to do that. It's more time consuming to do it. B, it's not instant reaction. It's not. I might be surprised by seeing something there. I might be disappointed in the way something looks or whatever. I want to have that instant reaction with you, the viewer. That's one of the things I've always tried to do with this channel, right? And it's hard, when you go out. Even yesterday, going to a rally house. I mean, the music was blaring pretty loud, and at some points I kind of talked a little louder as I tried to muffle the music. I don't know how successful I was at that or not, but I did try. At this point, I don't think that video got a copyright claim, but and I know there's ways around it. People will chop up the video so you don't hear the whole song. You might hear a little part of it or whatever. But again, that's editing. That's a lot more time consuming. That's a lot more work involved. Where I just kind of want to do it. Here it is. Boom, boom, boom. Here I'm at Ross. Here I'm at Burlington. Boom, boom, boom. I'm showing stuff. We'll see. It's trial and error. That's all it's going to be. That when I start doing this, which hopefully will be this week, it's going to be a trial and error thing. There might be lessons learned. We'll see how things go, and where to go from there. But it's something I would like to do. And like I said, another thing I'd like to do is maybe even like a weekly roundup or something, kind of show everything that's hit Fanatics and Lids, Mitchell and Ness throughout that particular week. I don't have the technology to just go right in, so what you see will be basically, how people show, like the only thing, like you're like looking at a computer screen basically of everything, scrolling up and down. So I'm probably going to have to hold the camera up to the laptop and do it that way. But again, it will be genuine reaction. I'm not going to just do a voiceover. I think I did it when I did the Blue Line collection, because I filmed it and then I came back to it later and did do a voiceover at that time, because I couldn't do the voicing at that time. I think it was a lunch break or something at my job. So I'm like, yeah, I better not talk about this stuff there. So I just voiced it over later. But no, this time, when I do it going forward, I'll be here at home. I'll just have the laptop. I'll have the camera. I'll just here's everything. Let's take a look together or whatnot. A lot of stuff I might already see, because I do daily checks on these sites. But maybe what I'll do is I'll hold off on looking at hats or something, just so we can, I can kind of give instant reaction on that stuff throughout the week. And Mitchell and S too. But we'll see. These are all just ideas of other things to other things to bring you, the viewer, for this channel. Of course, the End of Life series is going to continue. Certainly, that's been, one of the mainstays of this channel. The Season of the Fan series for the Eagles, of course, will be coming back in the fall. And looking forward to that, another season. And, but like I said, there's more stuff that I would like to do. And doing some vlogs from those certain stores, or doing like some recaps of stuff from Fanatics or Mitchell and Ness or what have you. I think that would be kind of fun to do. And yet another thing that I can bring you, the viewer, for this channel. But again, it's all trial and error, right? So it might not work at all, and I might just say, all right, well, tried it, meh, it didn't really live up to my standards or what have you. So maybe we step away from that, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But anyhow, that's pretty much it in a nutshell for this 30-minute video so far. A couple pickups from Boo's Corner. A little talk about some stuff I'm hoping to do. I know I made mention a few videos ago, but I thought I'd expand on it just a bit. I hope to start those vlogs from Ross and Burlington, perhaps, hopefully sometime later in the week. Stuff like at Target, too. I would like to do some stuff from there when I go to Target. Or maybe just go to Target and do some stuff. Sometimes it's tough. Like I said, I didn't have really any issues with it yesterday, but sometimes when you're in there and you're trying to show stuff and there's other people, and it does make it a little tough sometimes. The one thing that I know from doing this and from just having the experiences that I've had is the one thing you can never account for is other people. And when you're out there, you're trying to show something, and maybe someone goes by talking loudly or whatever on a phone or with family or what have you. Like yesterday, I'm doing just a little thing in front of the Dick's and the car with the loud muffler comes by. You can never, account for what's going to or not going to happen. So, it's live, and that's the beauty of it, right? That is why I like the spontaneity of it. I like the, doing this live, having things that might happen that you instantly react to. That's what makes it fun. But again, it's trial and error. We're going to do the best we can here and see how it goes. But I look forward to bringing that to you. Like I said, the Ross Burlington vlogging, I hope to start this week. Maybe at the end of the week we start the other stuff with Fanatics and Mitchell and the websites, kind of seeing what's out there. And be on the lookout for those two new series here on the channel. Looking forward to that. And of course, the In the Life series will continue. That's not going anywhere. We're almost 100 videos into that series, which is amazing. But that will continue. Of course, vehicle vlogs within that series will continue. And like I said, the Season of the Fan for the Eagles will be coming up once football season ramps up here in it's almost here, about another month or so away, right? Late August, that's when it all really starts get going. You have the preseason, you have training camp coming up in another week or two, right? So that's going to be starting, and then you got the preseason, which is shortened, which I like. That's 3 games, and then you have the regular season, which should be a very interesting year for the Eagles, and hopefully the unfinished business from last year can be finished this year. But we will see. We will see. Each season kind of brings on to its own. But we'll get into that once that time comes. Anyhow, thank you all for the continued support to the channel. It's always appreciated. And what do you always got to do? You got to leave those likes. And you guys hit the subscribe button if you already haven't done so. Make sure to hit the bell icon if you already haven't done so, to get alerted to all future content. And there's going to be some more. There's going to be different stuff coming. Yes, it's clothing related, it's sports related, but it's going to be a little different. We're going to be doing some stuff at Ross and Burlington, and maybe we'll throw in a Marshalls, TJ Maxx from time to time. There might be a Target here or there. Then you have the like I said, we're gonna try to show some stuff that's hitting the different websites like Fanatics and Mitchell and Ness and what have you. And looking forward to bring that all to you, the viewer. All right, everyone. Well, take care, and thanks for watching. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one, which will probably be later in the week when we start the. Or actually, I do have some stuff coming in the mail, so you might be seeing me again pretty soon, within the next few days. And then we're going to start the vlogs from different stores later in the week. All right, everyone, take care.